What up, y'all? We back. Yes, we are back. And yes, it's 3 of 4 of the Yo We Talk Like This podcast. Why? Because Marvin
had to get another prostate exam.
Yes,
This was, how many?
fifth one this week.
Fifth one. Dang.
Fifth one this week.
The only problem is he getting this one at Dick's Sporting Goods. So I don't really know how that's supposed to work out, but
At this point,
we just say,
hey, but can we all agree?
we just shook our head and said, okay.
Hey, man,
Hey,
do
but-
you?
but-
You an adult.
Hey, but can we agree that at this point, Marvin for the streets?
Pretty much.
Marvin is
He for the streets. He just set that thing
Marvin is now that bitch.
He for the streets.
Hey, man, but we welcome y'all, man. Listening right down here at the Hypers Club, man. Doing our thing, man. Thank them first off. Thank y'all for subscribing to our YouTube channel. But we need more of y'all to subscribe. So tell somebody with the internet.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Y'all comment, y'all share, y'all like, and of course, y'all follow us on our IG page. Yeah, we talk like this for real. All right, the number. So, guys, we got to get into it, man. It's hot over at the Breakfast Club. It's hot. Everybody's talking about it, man. The Jess Hilarious thing, Charlemagne, and everybody that's going at it about the roles of Jess and the other young lady, Loren, who is very, very. Both of them are beautiful to me, but they're having a cat fight. And
Steve, this ain't who you want to have sex with. Let's get down to business, bro. Come on.
Anyway, Loren, Jess,
You're hitting
because neither one I'm going with you.
Loren and Jess, they're going at it.
Charlemagne, Mike.
Huh?
Go ahead. My bad.
They're going at it. Everybody's talking about it, man. And to me, it seems like Jess is a little insecure about her job or how she's being treated or whatever. But it's just a mess, man. And to me, Loren has come in and she's doing the job and she's doing it better. That's my opinion. But Jess is doing her thing. I don't know if they got rid of Jess with the mess or not, but she is great at what she does when she do it. But it's just a whole debacle, and Jess feels like she's not being represented or being, I would say, they don't have her back. So it all spilled over on the internet, man, and it's crazy, man. And I think it just has a lot to do with job security and putting yourself in that position. So I mean,
fortunately and unfortunately for her, she got pregnant at a
very inopportune
time. And it happened. That's one of the things about being a female is you could get pregnant. There's some WNBA players who had to stop playing basketball because they got pregnant. And that's one of the things of being a woman.
What do you mean unopportune time? What do you mean?
Look what happened. Because she missed out on so much time because of her pregnancy that allowed someone else to come in and fill that job maybe better than she did.
But that's a natural occurrence.
Oh, that's what I said.
So here's the thing. I think the unfortunate part was she picked somebody that was, I would say, better than her, or can do the job better.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, even if she didn't pick him, it's like being a professional athlete, dude. There's always another hungry cat coming into the league, and so it could have been somebody else. But if they came in and they was hungry enough and talented enough, they still could take your spot.
But here's the twist. Loren has been there because she's the producer,
and that's what I'm saying. So
Loren basically is Tom Brady.
Basically, and I don't know if it was ego or you thought that you had it. I don't know, but it's not. It's
definitely ego.
Because my thing is, if I got somebody who's tested and proven and is pretty much better than me at my job, I'm not gonna let them fill my spot.
But she didn't. Yeah, she probably didn't think that woman.
Because you got to remember she's a producer, so she wasn't really talking like that. So the idea that she was going to verbally be better than her is another thing. Let me tell you, the biggest villain in this whole thing is Jess Hilarious' ego. That's the biggest villain in all of this. I don't think she thought this chick would be what she turned out to be. She didn't take into account the things. I think Jess Hilarious felt like her fame or her popularity was enough to shake off anybody that they put in to fill off her. It don't matter. They don't got the 1 million followers. I got the 3 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I think she she fed too much into that. But the reality is, first, anybody can be replaced.
Right.
Anybody. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how hot in these streets you are. Anybody can be replaced.
Right.
Even if they ain't putting up the numbers you putting up, but if they got the potential to put up the numbers you putting up, you can be replaced. And I think she overestimated her worth, and not that they getting rid of her or anything like that. I think she overestimated her worth and she underestimated this chick's worth, and is unfortunate. But now you got to deal with it. And why is you listening to internet people anyway?
So here's the thing with that. I think the mistake made was this, and it kind of. It was a success, and I hope that she doesn't get fired or anything. And it was kind of her downfall in this situation. She came up from the internet, so therefore she's gonna get all of her energy and all of the feedback from the internet. That's how she kind of, that's her thing, because she's an internet person and she depends on the comments, the feedback, and all that from the internet. Now she let this girl come in and she's getting all her people who's following her saying this girl is better than you. That's going to hurt your ego. I don't care, because you're depending on these comments to kind of, I would say, validate you. And now you got somebody coming in, and the people all on the internet, 5 million people saying this girl is better than you, this and this and that. So it's going to cause some concern. Now, as a professional internet entertainer, we all know Jess is a professional entertainer. But we all know as professional entertainers, we got to stay out of them comments. Even though we do it.
You ain't lying.
Even though we do it, we got to stay out of those comments, because they can lower your fucking self-esteem if you let it.
You can get 100 great comments and you'll have 2 bad ones, and for whatever reason, you'll just be stuck on them.
We'll be stuck on them 2 comments.
Like, why would they say that about me? There's 100 people praising what you did. 2 people ruin your whole life.
I'm gonna tell you something. But with me, I get 100 bad comments and 2 good ones, and I just focus and I go at it with all 100 of them.
Yeah, so let me address one of the elephants in the room that I don't think nobody's gonna address when it comes to Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious came from the internet, so she was an internet comic. And the reality is, from a talent perspective, in the arena that she's in now, her talent doesn't match this arena. And so the level of talent she thinks she has is not here. And this chick's talent is here. And the thing about coming from the internet, one of the things people who come up through the trenches learn is that there is no substitution for talent. You can get popular on the internet however you get popular. But once you get popular on the internet, then they bring you off the internet.
That talent has to sustain.
You have to have talent to keep going. You got to be able to do something, whatever that something is. If you get hot for eating food, and now somebody wants to bring you in to have your own cooking show, if you can't talk, it don't mean shit that you got 5 million followers online. It means nothing if you can't talk. We all know somebody. We know people, and I ain't gonna call no names. I don't want no drama. I know some comics who've gotten opportunities of a lifetime, but they can't read. Talent-wise, they talented as shit.
As far as the comedy arena,
stand-up comedy goes. But you take them out the arena that they got hot in, i.e., like taking them off the internet, and you try to do something else with them, they failing because you can't read, because you lack the talent.
Let me expound on it even further. Okay, first of all, I've never seen Jess do stand up. I don't want to speak to that. But I will say this: watching her sketches, I think she's brilliant at what she does. I mean, it's literally.
I concur.
She's funny on her sketches.
Internet stuff is hilarious.
I don't think so.
I do too.
I think she's hilarious.
I think she's hilarious.
I don't.
Okay, but listen.
I think she's fucking. She's fucking hilarious. She ain't just hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit is
really good.
That shit is amazing.
I think she's really good at what she does.
I go above and beyond.
Now saying that, when you shoot an internet sketch, okay, I'm gonna do one take. Let's do it again. That was good. Let's do. Okay, I ain't like that last part. You might shoot it 5 times before it go out.
With me, maybe 10.
And then you edit it.
When you stand in front of that Breakfast Club, boom, you get one take.
And done.
Yeah. When you stand in front of that 5,000 people at a theater, when they bring you on stage, it's on. Ain't no retakes.
None.
So again, she's good at it because that's what she does. Right? You can keep editing. And again, we think I love her sketches.
Yeah. Her shit is fire.
Yeah. But that other young lady, Loren, when she went to school for that, she sat in there. It's like when I wrote on The Neighborhood. I got brought in by Said. I didn't go to journalism school. I didn't go to school for writing. I got in because I knew somebody, and he knew I was funny. But again, I knew funny, but I didn't know how to write scripts. I didn't know structure. I know none of that shit. But there's people in there who came up who didn't get paid. They were interns for years. They knew how to do that shit. They maybe weren't as funny as I was, but they knew how to write a script way better than I did.
Right.
And they knew structure. And that's very important. So they stayed in the game longer than I was able to.
Exactly, because the talent, you gotta have the talent in that particular arena was being able to structure the scripts. Because we'd all been on sets. The script is just an outline. Because either the actor's gonna have some leeway in it, or they got a punch up person that's gonna come in there and make the script funny. So I don't even got to write a funny script. I just need to make an entertaining, well-structured script. And then you got 3-4 dudes gonna come in here and say, yeah, we can make this funny. Let's change this line right here. Because I did punch up writing. See what I'm saying? So you don't even, so it's still, you just got to be able to do, you got to be able to produce. If they put you on the team to shoot the ball, you got to be able to shoot the ball. If you a great dribbler, then you're not an asset to that team. It just is what it is.
So let me change the pace here. What do y'all think Jess's biggest mistake was in this situation? Because I could tell you mine.
Getting pregnant, getting fucked. Throwing that ass back.
Throwing that ass in
the circle.
ass
back in the wrong time.
In this entire situation, Lab, what do you think her biggest mistake?
I agree with Shud. Throw that ass in the circle.
Nah.
It may sound like a joke, but again, unfortunately,
it wasn't. No.
Had she not been pregnant, she was there every day. She'd have learned the job a lot more.
She would have never got
that opportunity.
I get that, and you guys are right. I think her biggest mistake in all this is she went back to the internet with it. She instead of them having a conversation and airing out their differences.
And Envy said that to her. Envy said that.
Behind closed doors, you took it to the internet. That could possibly, and I hope not, cost you your job. Because you aired them out, you aired, pretty much the producers out, and just kind of shit on them, and you did it to the people you came from. Meaning you got big on the internet, so you've been right back to the internet. The personal business that I think you should have never let out because it hurts you, it hurts the Breakfast Club. Even though it gets rating, now they could have been doing it for ratings. I don't know.
Yeah, because you're gonna be tuning in this next week, see what's going on.
See what's going on, to see what the vibe is like, the energy, because it's a funky vibe gonna be in there.
Yeah. Well,
you can't have this situation.
Let me ask y'all this: do you think it's some catty women shit that's going on?
No, I think it's catty men and women shit. Okay. Because Charlemagne has a lot to do with that as well. So he's
all right. How did he?
Well, the thing is, he's kind of like the instigator to me. I mean, because if like for instance, Jess said that okay, number one, I just was telling this girl to be quiet, and then she eventually told her to shut up or whatever. But she also said on the internet that Charlemagne texted her and told her to tell this girl shut up, and it'll be good for ratings. So it's Charlemagne is kind of in this shit, but he's sitting back joking about it, and then he's kind of like the antagonist who wants to come back later on to say, okay, let's cut it out. In other words,
but he never said. He said let's cut it out.
No. He said that. Yeah, he's saying it. He's like,
he
y'all
I just watched a video this morning. He was joking. He was like, I'm gonna be quiet because clearly y'all too serious about this. I'm not taking this seriously.
Yeah, but it's like you want to be the hero, and the problem you kind of help create.
But he don't want to be the hero. That's what I'm saying. He ain't trying to squash. He like, man, I just think y'all doing too much right now. That's his.
So do y'all think that they're doing this for ratings, or do y'all think this is for real?
I don't have enough inside information.
Do y'all think? I'm asking the audience. Do y'all think this is for ratings, or do y'all think this is for real? For real?
Let me say this. I wouldn't put it past nobody nowadays.
Exactly.
I wouldn't put it back.
Because numbers matter.
Numbers matter. And I see stuff happen on the internet, boyfriends supposedly arguing with girlfriends and putting people out and all that stuff right here.
Yeah.
And with my trained eye, I'm like, yo, this is...
Why who got the camera?
Yeah, exactly. Who?
You got a camera? You just happen to have a camera?
Like, I watched a video the other day, and it is in line with this. It's a dude... He got into an argument with a dude at a fast food restaurant, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna call my son." He was like, "Man, these young dudes."
Yeah, I saw that, and the son came in.
And the son came in, and he grabbed the dude. He never hit him. He just yoked him up and dragged him on the counter. And they said, "This is why I say this is how you recognize that that's fake." The dude's voice is clear as hell.
Right.
The daddy's. So it's clear he has on a microphone because the dude who's recording is on the other side of the restaurant.
Exactly.
How are you picking up this crystal clear ass audio?
Yeah, I'm gonna call my son
on the other side.
I'm gonna call my son.
Yeah, how you picking up this crystal?
Sean,
I'm gonna call.
Sound like the police. I'm gonna call.
Woodchuck the gray squirrel. Woodchuck the gray squirrel. Yeah. So it's stuff like that. So I wouldn't put it past him. Like another thing, like when I see dudes arguing with their girl or the chick arguing with their boyfriend, but the camera never shows the boyfriend and never shows the girlfriend. That's on purpose. That's because the skit is something horrible. So if people knew who you were, they probably gonna come for you. You the villain. Right. So to not make this person the villain, I never show them. And I don't want to make you a villain for real because you ain't my boyfriend for real. You ain't my girlfriend for real. This is all to get views and clicks. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't shock me if this was something that was orchestrated because they said, "Yo, you see this stuff right here? Yo, dude, if we turn this into a real conflict, and make people pick sides, yo, dude, this will blow up. And then at the end, y'all make up and y'all be friends, whatever. But we can run this for about a week." It wouldn't shock me if they did that.
So let me ask you this. So y'all think our ratings would go up if I turn around and moon the camera?
No. No, it wouldn't. It would. Now, if you go get a BBL, come back. And moon the camera.
And you sitting on them things.
Some 22. You know
all right, so let me ask you.
Yeah, it'll go viral. I wouldn't watch it, but
this bad bitch that mooned us. Go ahead, Sean. What were you about to say?
In the comments, what do you think to get our ratings up? What would it take?
Would it take Steve's ass, or would it take something else? Let us know.
Right, so here's another situation. So, do you think Corey Holcomb talking about the situation? Do you think that got Jess in her feelings as well? Because because let me tell you something. Corey, not only is he funny, Corey is
gas tank on this movie.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Not only is Corey hilarious, Corey is brilliant. He knows what the fuck he be doing. So I'm gonna tell you something. Corey plant that seed, and because guess what? He knew Jess was gonna do back. What? Go back to the internet and watch everything. Because that's where she's from.
She probably the first thing she did was going to see what he said.
Yeah, and so, but you know what? The thing is, even if she wasn't checking to see if he said it, because she probably got him blocked, one of her followers probably sent it to her in the DM.
Says, "Oh, look what he said
about you." So Jess can come back, but Jess saw it and she got in the feelings. But Corey, he pretty much summed it up, but it was true.
Oh, without a doubt.
All I'm saying is, man, I never want to be that famous. I just want to be. I don't ever want to be. I can't.
That famous is what?
That famous where it's that many eyes looking at everything I do every day. That's a lot of pressure, bro.
You'll never be famous.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'm cool with it.
He'll never be famous, will he?
I think you have to just keep it in place. People, like, when people keep their private lives secret, people they see it as being something crazy. But the thing about it is, I think that's one of the ways you maintain your sanity. And you maintain that you, by drawing that line in the sand. I think that's one of the ways that they try to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't post pictures. You know what I'm saying? Denzel ain't posting pictures of his kids, because once you do that, then you open up the door to people to talk about you, about your kids.
Like the Smiths.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying?
They've let everybody into their personal life.
And now we know way more than we should ever know about their personal relationships. And now everybody gonna have an opinion. But opinions ain't even valid because you only getting pieces of the information. You're not living in that house with them people every day.
Mhm.
You don't know the crazy stuff that he might be saying to Jada, and you don't know what Jada might be saying to him because you're not in their house. But now everybody got an opinion about, again, an outside situation. So I think you can do it, but there is pressure to come along with it. I don't want to make it seem like there ain't no pressure coming along with fame, because it do. I've seen it.
Me too.
Like with Corey Holcomb. Let me tell you, like, one thing being on the road with Corey, it taught me is that fans, they don't understand boundaries.
They don't. Hell no.
They have
Hell
no
no.
idea what boundaries is. And when people call themselves your fans, there's a sense of entitlement.
What?
Like, I know you. As much as money I spend on.
Yeah, they think they can jump the line, getting pictures and all types of stuff.
One situation I never forget. Corey had surgery. And so before this, Corey would always come out and take pictures. Every show we ever did, he would come out and take pictures at the end of the night. Matter of fact, it was one of the things, hold the crowd, laugh, give me enough time to get out so I could get out front. So he would come out front and take pictures. Well, he had surgery. So, and it was fresh. It was like 3-4 days ago. And so he still was in pain, on medication, whatever. So he was like, yo, so of course, having tour for so long, people would expect him to come out and take pictures. But this particular city, I'm setting up to do my merchandise. People gathering around waiting for Corey to come out. Corey's manager comes out like, yo, Corey's not going to come out. Now, Corey done talked about the surgery on stage, talked about he was getting ready to have the surgery on the 5150s. So if you're a Corey fan, you knew he had the surgery. And so Corey's manager come out, yo, Corey's not coming out because of the surgery. He don't want nobody bumping, whatever. This chick say, oh, that's that bullshit. See, this is why the fuck I be talking about. And why the fuck he can't come out here? We done paid all this money to see him. This is why I don't be fucking with this nigga. She went on this whole tirade.
You know who it was? Jess Hilarious.
Jess back with the mess.
Jess with the mess.
Oh, man.
And she snapped. And I was like, yo, so you just... It's more important that you get a picture than it is for this man to take care of his health.
So what type of surgery did he have, Laugh?
I don't remember.
He knows BBL.
Yeah, you
Corey had that BBL.
No, I don't.
Shout out to Corey. You know
it was something, but yeah, he has. And that showed me, and I've seen a couple of other little incidents and stuff like that where like he did a couple of other things, so he stopped coming out to take pictures. And people was like, yo, why he don't take pictures? Like, because you don't know how to act.
I mean, I'm not even a tenth of that famous. And taking pictures with people is exhausting, bro.
Hey, man.
Look, I mean, you taking pictures, and these motherfuckers got a 10-second hold. Come on, man. At least be ready.
All right, so
yeah.
that could be aggravating. And another thing, they got to adjust the camera because it's on video.
Everybody get their camera. Just take it with one and then send it to everybody.
We're taking the same picture with 5 different cameras.
Hey, look, but what about this one? They take a picture with you and then they give you the camera. Now take a picture of me and my girl. They got you taking pictures. Like, bitch, no.
Yeah, I done seen that. So I get it. I think it can be the fame of it all could do things. And then with this narrative with Jess and this chick, we really don't even know the full narrative of it because we're not there every day. We don't know what's happening. It possibly could be fake. I've seen people change the narrative with Corey before, like just make up stuff. I was like, that ain't.
But they hold up. Those two have a known beef though. They got a known.
Yo,
beef.
yeah, him and Corey.
And this thing with Corey Holcomb, to me, people don't like Corey, but you don't understand. I would say this on behalf, and I ain't got to defend no grown ass man, but me knowing Corey is a funny motherfucker. He's real, and he say shit people think, but they don't say.
Now he would definitely do that.
That's it. But and people misunderstand him, and they look. And now in today's society, because the society is so sensitive, when he speaks his mind, you call it hating. He's always, he's the biggest hater. Like, dude.
Let me tell you about. Let me tell you something about Corey Holcomb. So the first time I ever went to Chicago, this is years ago, and I landed at the airport, and this other comedian, I was supposed to crash at his crib for a few days. I called him at the airport. Hey man, I'm here. Come get me. Man, I ain't got no place to stay. I'm like, what? I'm stuck at the airport with my bags. I ain't got no flight home.
That always
Came
happens.
up here planning on staying with you.
I called Corey Holcomb. This nigga came pick me up from the airport, let me crash at his house for 5 days, man. Took me to every comedy club, everything I needed, man, for 5 days. I've never had nothing bad to say about Corey Holcomb. He always be cool with me.
And I've seen people change the narrative on Corey. Like, he'll laugh when he hear this story. We was in D.C. We had a comedy club in D.C. Corey's on stage. He got jokes about being a side bitch. So clearly it's resonating at this table with females.
Mhm.
And so later on we find out one chick was a side bitch. And they like, bitch, he talking about you. He talking about you.
It was his side bitch?
No.
Just a side.
Just a side bitch.
She was
Okay.
just a
Alright.
side bitch.
I got you.
And so I guess the chick got in her feelings. So now they started kind of arguing, this kind of rumbling or whatever.
At the table?
At the table.
Mhm.
And so Corey's like, oh, it's about to go down over there. You know what I'm saying? So his manager go over to say something to him. So it's a dude with him. So dude stands up to the manager like, yo, man, this is mind your business. With the Corey manager like, yo, dude, it ain't that. So he swings at Corey
Damn.
manager. So Corey manager, give him the 2-piece special. So now pop off with the chicks too. So all this is going down. So Corey, like, yo, what's going on over there? So he see his manager over there. He's like, yo, Reese. So Corey jumps off the stage to pull Reese out of it. So we got this whole melee. So I'm in there trying to so we all in there. Go on social media. Dang, of course people have posted the video, the brawl or whatever. Go on social media. Damn, fight at the Corey Holcomb show. What happened? Man, this nigga was talking shit. Corey jumped off the stage, hit the nigga in the mouth. Like, no, he didn't. That ain't what the fuck happened.
Yes, he did.
And then in the comments, man, that's how Corey do. Corey get them niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I seen him hit him. No, you didn't.
You weren't even there.
Wasn't here. Then that story ran, and that's not what the fuck happened.
Because what happened was Lab hit the nigga.
Yeah.
Because Lab is a violent motherfucker.
Nigga, I was setting up merchandise, and I was like, what the hell?
Fucking up my sales.
See, Lab hit the motherfucker.
Fucking up sales gone at that point.
Lab hit the motherfucker with a hoodie.
What a hood.
Get it.
A smart ass university. Hey man, but I guess if you had to give Jess Hilarious some advice in closing, what would it be?
Come back to me.
I would say stop listening take Charlamagne's them advice. Stop listening to people online. If this is a real situation, if it's real, you really feeling some type of way, stop listening to people on the internet. Listen, entertainers, comics, dancers, singers, whatever, the internet don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you for real. You got a select few that's going to come in you and attaboy you and pat you on the back when you're doing good. But them same puss ass niggas, when something happened to you, them would be the same ones in your comments dogging you out. The internet is not a real place. Let it be what it is and keep it pushing. That's what
I guess I would say, especially don't listen to the bots. If it ain't got no picture, they really trying to test.
I be arguing with the bots.
You can't argue with bots.
You can't argue with the bots.
That's a
Do
joke,
not
man.
argue with the bots, bro.
I be going there, I be crying and everything.
And you can't even at them.
No, never can add them.
Hey, my advice to Jess, man, in closing would be, first of all, I think you're a beautiful, talented lady. But I think also, again, with laughs.
Steve trying to fuck. He ain't gonna fuck you, Steve. You ain't got enough money.
I like Jess.
You ain't got enough money, Steve.
You ain't gonna fuck.
Just like Lab said, don't listen to the read the comments and just learn to ignore, push all the shit that's not important out of the way and do your job. And I think you'll be fine. That's what it is. And I know I'm not trying to fuck. It's just me being a professional entertainer who knows not
Steve trying to pull us up.
to do that.
Steve, you finna fuck your old ass, Steve.
Hey, on that note, I think it's time for
she ain't trying to get hit by no nigga middle name Wilbur.
Hey man, why
Steve, you trying to fuck with us Rachis on?
Hey man, why is it every time I try to say something serious, y'all always do this to me?
we just saying.
Keeping it
she ain't
real,
gonna
bro.
fuck you, Steve.
Hey,
She ain't gonna fuck you. Listen, it is a horrible combination. Her voice deeper than yours.
okay, listen. Okay, so on that note,
yo, you killing this pussy, Steve.
Well, that ain't what you're gonna hear. You doing all right. You did your best, bro.
I appreciate you dropping this minimum diggle. Flew you all the way to Baltimore for you to put this mid on me.
This Reggie.
This Reggie. This Reggie dick.
Hey man, when one of y'all end the show, my feelings hurt.
Go ahead, son.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe, and even if you're a bot, we'll talk back to bots over here. We want anybody to say something. At this point,
Just say something.
That nigga said,
Just say something.
hold up. He said we would talk back to bots over here.
Say something.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we out of here, man. What do you talk like this podcast? For my man Marvin Hunter who's going to get that ass plump back up. We out of here from the Hypers Club. We out of here. Yeah, we talk like this podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share,
I'm
comment.
saying that already.
All that. Nobody listens to
keep
you.
going.
Nobody listens to you. All right, y'all. We out.